This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Dreaming of owning a Rolex? They are timeless, luxurious, and incredibly expensive. But before you drain your savings account, pause. Some Rolex models might not be the best choice for everyone. Certain Rolex models can now be bought for less than their original retail prices. In this luxury world video, we will examine Rolex models that we believe provide excellent value for potential buyers. Additionally, we will discuss Rolex models that are less popular and may face challenges in resale value and higher depreciation rates in the future. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, we encourage you to do so to stay updated on our upcoming videos. Rolex Daytona. Let us explore the Daytona collection, a favorite among enthusiasts. Starting with the steel and gold variations, the updated retail price is now set at £17,300. However, unless it features either the black or white dial, its investment potential is limited. Despite its appeal, the champagne dial now places the watch at or below its retail price due to the updated pricing, offering little room for profitability. Choosing the black dial might result in a modest profit, while the white dial could potentially yield a more substantial one. Nevertheless, caution is essential, given the current market dynamics that may restrict the ability to resell the watch for a profit. Moving on to full gold watches, particularly yellow gold, we encountered the discontinued Paul Numan model with its distinctive red chronograph marker, which many enthusiasts find captivating. However, purchasing this model is not advisable unless it features a Paul Numan dial or another unique variant. With its new retail price exceeding £34,000, a significant increase from £15,000 a decade ago, it indicates a downward trend in value. Similarly, the rose gold model, now priced at £37,200, is not a wise investment unless it features a special dial, like the discontinued chocolate dial. The new variants available lack the appeal to justify selling them above retail price, making them a poor investment. Now, let us delve into the realm of unique dial variations, including the Pikachu, Paul Numan, and Ghost versions, which are worth considering. Retail prices for yellow gold surged to £26,800, and for rose gold, they climbed to £28,100. If you come across one of these top 3 dials, it is worth purchasing. For example, if you find a black dial variant priced just above £28,000, you could potentially earn a profit of £1,000 by selling it for £29,000. However, for any other basic dials, it is best to avoid them, especially given the current market conditions. Unless you come across one of the 4 special dials, Pikachu, Paul Numan, Ghost, or the black dial, within the Rolex Daytona Oyster Flex range, it is advisable to refrain from purchasing them. Rolex Datejust 41. Let us explore the Datejust 41 collection. Models featuring a fluted bezel, a jubilee bracelet, and distinct dials like blue, Wimbledon, or mint green maintain their value well. On the other hand, models with silver, white, or gray dials are priced lower than their retail counterparts, making them less desirable unless they suit personal preferences. Versions with a smooth bezel and jubilee bracelet are also worth considering, although they come with a slight price increase. For example, the fluted jubilee variant now costs £9,200. In the steel and gold lineup, particularly those with the fluted jubilee, prices remain below the listed price despite increased retail values. For instance, the steel and rose gold model can sell for £12,450, which is close to or slightly below its retail price. Rolex GMT Master. Let us delve into the GMT range, starting with the Bad Girl variant. The retail price for this watch has risen to £9,550. It is important to note that while retail prices for sports models have increased, gray market prices have declined, limiting the potential for significant returns when buying or selling this model. Next, let us consider the GMT Master Pepsi, which is expected to be discontinued and face an 80% reduction in production, making it increasingly rare. However, demand for this watch is sporadic. If you receive an offer, it is worth considering a purchase, but it is unlikely to see frequent inquiries from Rolex authorized dealers despite its rarity. Moving on to the steel and gold variants, we have the steel and gold GMT with a green and black bezel. The retail price for this watch has recently risen to £14,600, up from £13,800 last year. While it is not essential to purchase anything except for personal enjoyment, we highly recommend it for your collection due to its excellent features. Then there is the GMT Root Beer, one of the top-selling GMTs of 2023. If you acquire this timepiece, you might see some profit, though it might not be substantial. Regarding the full gold GMT Root Bear, it is a magnificent watch. However, the current retail price has surged to £35,600, a significant increase in today's market. Despite its allure, it may not justify purchasing at this price point. Rolex Submariner. Now, we turn our attention to the next collection, the Submariner. The steel and yellow gold models with black or blue dials have experienced an increase in their retail prices. Previously priced slightly below retail, these models are now closer to it. For instance, the retail price of the black dial variant has increased from £13,150 to £13,700, making it impractical to sell unless willing to accept a minor loss. The blue dial version generally commands a higher price. Next, let us consider the sunburst blue Submariner. Despite its appeal, its retail price remains steady at £13,700, aligning with the new recommended price. Unless you have a strong personal preference for it, we would advise against purchasing it, as it falls within the Submariner range. Shifting our focus to the full gold models, which include both yellow gold and white gold variants, let us examine the 18-karat white gold model, part of a new series we are introducing. Surprisingly, its latest retail price stands at £36,700. It is an exquisite timepiece with a captivating blue dial and substantial weight. However, it is now valued at under £30,000, so purchasing it at retail price would result in a loss. Similarly, the yellow gold variant, with a retail price of approximately £34,200, falls into the same category, being priced below £30,000. Rolex Sky Dweller. Lastly, let us explore the Sky Dweller collection, focusing on the highly sought-after steel variants. We have several examples to discuss, featuring 4 dial options: white, black, blue, and the rare mint green. Among these, the blue dial variant has gained greater popularity. Additionally, there is the black version on a Jubilee bracelet, a less common white dial on Jubilee, and a new reference Jubilee with a blue dial. Rolex has set the current retail price for these models at £13,800. Recently, the blue dial Jubilee variant was listed online and sold for £19,950. However, it is important to note that certain dial colors, like blue, are only fetching a few £1,000s over the retail price, reflecting current market trends. While many enthusiasts genuinely admire this watch, caution is advised when considering a purchase, especially if it is offered at or near the retail price. Shifting the focus to the full gold Sky Dwellers, it is worth mentioning that the new retail prices are £42,000 for yellow gold and £44,000 for rose gold. However, these models are not recommended for purchase. It is advisable to avoid buying these watches at retail, as they are often cheaper on the gray market and can be difficult to sell, with authorized dealers looking to clear them from their inventory. Rolex prices can rot for several reasons. Market saturation is one primary factor. When there is an oversupply of certain models, reduced demand can lead to price decreases. Economic factors also play a significant role, as economic downturns or financial crises can lower disposable incomes, affecting the luxury watch market and causing prices to drop. Additionally, when a model is discontinued, retailers may temporarily reduce prices to clear inventory, although prices for these models can increase over time due to their rarity. The condition of pre-owned watches also affects their prices. Watches showing signs of wear or poor maintenance may sell for less. Lastly, changes in brand perception or marketing strategies can influence prices. What are your impressions on the topic we shared in this video? We would like to see your answers and opinions in the comments section. Remember to follow us too and give us a thumbs up. Once again, this is the Luxury World, and we look forward to seeing you again in our future videos.